you can clap in your hands.
All right.
Perfect.
Not like that. Oh, there.
Just for you, so now you have trouble synchronizing.
Let me take this off and.
I like a good challenge.
Okay, that is good.
We're rolling?
Rolling.
I think we should just play a little bit.
Oh, sneaky.
Like Robert Baker says, this is the ultimate hello when you play.
I don't like him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I love that guy.
We both know that.
I love that guy.
Robert?
Okay, do it.
I don't like this. I don't like. You start it. I'm the best.
I'm starting it?
Yeah.
I'm starting it?
Yeah. Start.
Okay.
Give me
Oh,
something.
shit. It's too early, man. Okay. Wait, so I'll give you the 1, 2, 3, boom.
I was hoping you'd do something like that.
I'm like, okay, I got a tune, so let's stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phil X, thanks so much for being in this room with me, playing guitars as you tune back.
And we saw it on the plane from Denver to Munich together.
We did. We watched movies.
Unplanned. We had just met.
Completely unplanned. Saw this long hair guy waiting in line. I was like, wait a minute, that's Phil X. Oh my gosh, that's Phil X. And we sat together, watched movies, and it was good. Good.
Not the same movies, because you can't.
Right. No.
Right.
Anyways, GuitCon 2018,
Yes, we are here.
part 2.
Yes.
Because you were one of the originals too.
Yes, we were here last year.
Yeah, we were.
And okay, what do you think? There've been some improvements, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was a little worried for this version because there's a lot more YouTubers this year.
Is there?
I think. Yeah, I think
I
so.
didn't realize that.
A lot more. So I thought it would be more chaotic, but super smooth.
Super smooth.
It's people. Everyone's super nice, getting
And a
along.
lot of people
and
go to bed when the jam starts.
Oh, really? That's right. But I watched you though. I watched you live.
I know. I'm like, I saw you last night. I go, I didn't see it at the club. I was watching from my bed.
It sounded great. A little dry, but it sounded good.
A little dry. Yeah.
No, tonight I'll be there. I'm refreshed. The jet
Okay,
lag
yeah.
does something.
It does. It really does something.
Yes.
It's a long travel.
Yeah, it is. But you should be used to it. You travel all the time.
I know. I've
don't
been
you?
here like, you know, I don't, man. Everybody's got tricks,
Yeah.
jet lag tricks, and all kinds of like, man, I do this and like,
Yeah.
okay, Stevie Salas, right? He's like, I have to have a Coca-Cola after a long flight. I'm like, well, I don't drink Coca-Cola, so what else is there? He's like, nothing.
Oh
There's
man.
nothing like a Coke.
So do you have any tricks? Or just like wing it?
It's well, this is the thing. Sometimes you along the lines, depending on the length of the trip, that you have something that kind of works.
Yeah.
And then, but it's not foolproof.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So I'm still and you know, after traveling so much, it's like, you'd think I'd have it down. Mm-hmm. But, yeah,
Okay.
no.
Not yet.
You know what still happens?
Yeah.
You know, you don't sleep all night because you're like wired. And then I got up at 8:30 and I'm like, okay, no, it was 8:20. I'm like, okay, just lie here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And in 10 minutes, it was 11:30.
It happened to me yesterday.
Did
That's why
it?
I showed up at noon.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
so glad I didn't book anything early this morning because
Yeah.
I would have missed it.
No,
I
I get
hate
it.
flaking on people.
Yeah. Same. Well, I do want to pick your brain a little bit.
Do it.
You're one of the most confident guys I know.
What?
Yeah, and I don't really know you
That's
much, but
act.
no, that
Complete act.
Well, that's what I want to learn.
That's a Grammy right there.
No. Seriously, you're a great player, as you know. Like you do all these things, but to me, when I think Phil X, I think confidence.
Wow.
Like really, I really do.
Wow. Okay.
Have you always been like that? Like look back as a kid, teenager, you know, in school, you pick up the guitar. I don't know where you started, but
I always have this mentality. And people say you must get nervous when you go on stage, and it's like no. And it's not nerves for me, because I have to loosen up. So before I walk on stage, and I do push-ups and lunges just to get the blood flowing, and before I walk on stage, I go, Phil, you're a fucking rock star. And then I go on stage and deliver.
It just works.
And I've kind of always had that because the alternative sucks.
Yeah.
If you get all nervous and stuff.
For sure.
I mean, nervous energy is good sometimes, like even in the studio.
Yeah.
And when I started doing sessions, now I'm used to it, but when I started doing sessions and you're sessioning with like Kenny Aronoff, who's played on 1 million records, and a similar bass player and that's played on 1 million records, and you're the new guy, and everybody's kind of like looking at you like, well, is this guy gonna like be all right or what?
Right.
And you got to make your own chart to get through the same song as everybody else. You literally, at that moment, have this nervous energy, but I have this, fuck you, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then again, you deliver. I think it's a state of mind, right? My confidence comes from, I have to talk myself into it.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like either Phil, you're a rock star and you got this, or fuck you, I got this. You know what
almost I mean? Like, I was gonna say anger, but it's not anger. It's not the wrong anger.
Yeah.
It's like thirst for, hunger for, something so much that you get into it. Like
yes, but there has to be a sense of recklessness. Yeah. Like you could fly off the rail at any moment and it won't matter.
We were talking in the plane a little bit about guitars, trying new guitars.
Yeah.
Played a bunch, and you told me, like, when you grab a Gibson or whatever it is, you turn it up, all the way up, and you just, like, go for it.
Yeah.
You told me something like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you did. I think you did.
Okay.
But it was the same approach, like, I might completely screw it up, but I'm going to go for it.
Oh.
Do you remember that conversation?
I do, but I don't think it was turning it up. I think there's a sense of this is where the recklessness comes in. Yeah. Like a lot of guys are like, I can't play that lick today because I might screw it up. I haven't practiced it in a while. Yeah. With me, it's like, man, I haven't played that lick in a long. I'm not even. It's you're thinking in slow motion. You're like, and it's like, okay, let's do that lick. And it's like, but you haven't done that lick in a long time. But it's okay. Be reckless.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all happening in this head between two notes.
Right.
So and if I flub it, I flub it. If you deliver, it's a hey, I did it. Yeah. So I just have this sense of always just why not try it, man? Yeah. Just go for it.
Just fearless.
What's gonna happen?
Have fun with it.
Fearless is the other word. Reckless and fearless. Yes.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about this, like that thing that you're doing.
I do two strings.
Okay.
Because and then there's a.
And I didn't do it right, but
there's two. There's a reckless one and a more musical one.
Okay.
So the musical one is like. So
Are you bending the second or the first there?
I'm bending the E string.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can make that. You can make it a second interval, right?
Yeah.
So okay. I'm on a 17, I think. Something like that.
That kind of thing?
But you went into the reckless mode.
Okay.
My reckless one is seeing how high you can go.
Yeah.
And then pull off like that. Yeah. And it's like, okay, that's reckless.
Yeah. Okay.
Message delivered.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Now, well, my guitar's getting fixed.
Yeah.
I wrecked my output jab last night. But so this is the Phil X famous this is the one, and someone just bought this today, so I hope I don't break it right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll go up in value.
But
after this video.
I was blaming the E string going out. That it's not my guitar.
Yeah. There's another cool thing I saw you do last GuitCon. You had your cell phone. Did something with the pickups or something.
Yeah.
Is that like, are you just playing a song through the pickup, or did you have like a certain loop, or like what was that? It sounded pretty cool.
You know what? You're the first guy this week to request.
Oh, nice.
The app performance. Basically, it's a synth app.
Okay.
And I don't know how it's going to work with all the mics and stuff here, but so basically, it's like.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice. What does it look like?
It's a Bebot. It looks.
Oh,
it
nice.
looks like
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
a little.
That is so
it's
cool.
this guy, and he makes faces.
Yeah.
So, but and I've been doing that for years, and then everybody's come up to me, hey man, ever hear of Bebot? I'm like, dude, I started that whole thing. But I took it to another level. Do you know Cars by Gary Newman?
No.
Yeah, you probably do. It goes like.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
Can you play that maybe?
Yeah, show me.
So, yeah. And then it goes to G. No.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Wait. One second. We'll start it together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Yeah.
I get that going on too when we play that live.
That's awesome.
So I mean, it's stuff to make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because I love that song, but you could never perform that kind of unless you have like an E-bow or a sustainer pickup or something like that, which I never have on stage.
But this is cooler though. It's different.
Well, the other thing too is, it's funny. The thing that is funny about it is that people go, "What?" It used to be like, "Wow, that was a really cool lick, man. What was that lick?"
Yeah.
And then it was like, now it's like, "Hey, what was that app?" It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's one more guitar thing I want to ask you. You do this, I've seen you do this several times. You're doing like a lick. I think it's a repetitive thing, and you're going like up the fretboard. You do it naturally. No, this didn't sound like it.
Up the fretboard?
Yeah, you're just repeating something. It's something like that you often do. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I think I do. It's like
You did it when we were jamming earlier.
I did it earlier?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pentatonic stuff?
It is, but I'll give you a quick where it came from. Like, everybody gets stuck in the box sometimes, right? So I started breaking out of the box and showing people what I do to break out of the box. So you got, obviously that's this one.
Yep.
It's an octave up. This one is here. And then. So all the boxes are presented over 12 frets. Yeah, so I do it in I actually snuck it into a Bon Jovi thing in a coda that we do live. So the solo's kind of like,
Yeah.
so
Nice. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Alternate picking.
Well, and the other thing is, if you just took the box and went, it would sound like an exercise.
Yeah.
So that's hence the slides and the pauses.
Yeah.
Because the syncopation is a big part of making something not sound like an exercise.
Yeah, I think rhythm is everything. I
it
think
really
it's
is,
so
yeah.
important.
Yeah. So
Probably even more so than the choice of notes sometimes.
I don't know about that.
Oh, seriously, I think if I had to pick,
I think the note is king.
yeah, but like good notes, good melodic notes with
Yeah.
really crappy rhythm
Yeah.
that doesn't match.
And I'm gonna
It doesn't
say,
really do it for me.
Right, but I was telling somebody the other day, the attitude, I think, is number one.
Okay, so tell me about that.
It was Miles Davis.
Yeah.
My favorite quote in the past little while is only 20% is the note. 80% is the motherfucker who played the note, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
That's not verbatim, but it's the message. And
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what? That's me. I feel like that's a definition of how I approach guitar.
Yeah.
Because some, you know, again, I mean, I hope you don't mind me
No.
going back to some other things that
Not
I
at all.
talked about.
No, this is good.
But somebody asked me about vibrato, right? Do you like this vibrato or that vibrato? And I'm like, it depends on the song.
Yeah.
But if I'm in aggressive mode, I like Angus Young.
Yeah.
It's like, and I don't even realize, I can't label my vibrato as Angus Young.
Yeah.
I just know what I do, and I'm like, oh shit, that sounds like Angus Young, you know, that kind of thing. So it's like Back in Black, right? That kind of, and that's the vibrato I love when I'm being aggro and stuff like that. And then especially like, and mixing it in, it's taking something, overbending, everything has its place.
Yeah.
So if I start a solo like that, so I got the crazy vibrato with the overbend that's nice and smooth and on a lick.
Yeah.
So that for me differentiates between a good approach to a solo and an okay approach to a solo.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense.
Because even I swear, I jump on stage or jam or do anything, even in the studio, I'm also searching for ideas and grasping for something that will translate to the listener.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's not uncommon. I mean, if people are like, yeah, I never know what to play. I don't know what to play. But I have a tool bag that I can go into and pull out stuff when I need it.
Yeah.
And the more tools you have, like, the more tools you have, the more expression.
Yeah. The more
comes
words you
Yeah,
can
the more
use in a
your
sentence,
vocabulary.
or absolutely.
Yeah, your lick vocabulary.
Yeah, and like you said, a word can be said in so many different ways.
Exactly.
You can
There's
say,
language, right?
Yeah. And
Exactly.
that's what I love about the guitar. It's such an it's an
It really is.
easy thing to do if you want to be expressive. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean easy as in anybody would pick it up. You
No,
need to
but
put
you
the
want to
work,
tell a
but-
story when you play.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to tell a story. You want to be able to somebody to
Yeah.
really relate to how you're feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it goes back to when I was a kid and my dad was playing bouzouki, and I noticed even before I knew the lyrics of the songs, because he's singing in Greek,
Yeah.
and I'm 6, and I'm going, wow, he plays some songs and people cry, and he plays other songs and people laugh.
Yeah.
And that was my introduction to minor and major.
Yeah.
You know, and when you really sit down and I love having a sense of humor to everything that I play. So I laugh when I see a guitar player do something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I walk away going, okay, I'm not gonna steal that, but it inspired something for me. Like there are performances that make me want to go home and practice.
Yeah.
Still.
Yes.
So people are like, and I said this to somebody the other day, they're like, they asked me about being self-taught. It was a Twitter Q&A thing. And they're like, what do you think about being self-taught? I think I want to go that approach.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but it's hard work.
Yeah,
you got
it
to push
is.
yourself because no one else is going to push you.
Yeah.
You have to always think outside the box because everything's been done.
Yeah.
So you want to take it somewhere else and apply your hours of self-teaching to that
Yeah.
mentality. And obviously you need to know your bar chords and your open chords and stuff
Right.
like that, and
Yeah.
start writing songs out of the gate because that makes you a better musician. But if you ever sit down and think that there's no room for improvement,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah,
because there's
absolutely.
always room for improvement.
Yeah.
You could always be better.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things like techniques and ideas on this that have not been yet. That's my theory.
Well, that's the thing. When people tell me, "Man, I'd love to see you on a 7-string or an 8-string," I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not done with 6.
Yeah. There is so
I got
many
so much
things.
more to do right now.
And I know guitar, has been around for ages in multiple forms.
Yeah.
But still, I think there's something about the electric guitar that you can still find new things. Like, we take bends for granted, tapping for granted, all this sweeping, all those techniques. I think there's more that we haven't discovered yet.
There was 2 people in the last 2 days, and I thought one was you maybe on the plane, that said they saw a video of me and I said, somebody said, I'm bored with the pentatonic. And I said, well, if you're bored with the pentatonic, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. It was not me, but that makes sense.
And two people came up to me and said, "Man, when you said that, it totally opened the whole thing for me." And I'm like, "Well, thanks."
Yeah,
You know,
that's
I
awesome.
like to be able to spread that kind of wisdom because I've been doing it for a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the old wise man.
Well,
But not really, because I'm telling everybody to be reckless and fearless.
right, yeah. There you go, wise man. So, okay, you mentioned your dad playing bouzouki and stuff.
Yes.
Was that in Greece?
No, that was I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I was first generation. My mom and dad
cool.
migrated from Greece, not
Okay.
together. Like
Really?
both like
Interesting.
outside Sparta. Like my dad was south and my mom was north, and then they didn't meet until both families migrated to Toronto,
Wow.
Canada.
Huh,
Crazy,
interesting.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Little tidbit.
So, flashback when you picked up the guitar, you know, learning stuff. Today, you're playing for Bon Jovi, doing sessions all the time. You're doing tons of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know this is a hard question. There's going to be a lot of luck, maybe different things. But if you,
I don't think it's luck ever.
okay, well then tell me about that. Yeah, do you have any tips for
I think,
someone who wants to get into that kind of stuff? Attitude.
You know
but-
what? It's being at the right place at the right time. I don't know if it's luck. I do think that if you you get an opportunity to knock on that door, you better deliver when you walk in.
Yeah.
Like people are like, "Oh, you're really lucky," and I'm like, "I worked my ass off." A.
Yeah.
B, even back in '99 when I worked on the Methods of Mayhem record with Tommy Lee. Picture me, a broke-ass musician, painting the garage of the producer producing Tommy Lee.
Okay.
And they need guitar. And Scott Humphrey, the producer, goes, "Let's get Phil." And Tommy goes, "The dude painting the garage?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I go in and I put the paintbrush down and I pick up a Les Paul and plug in and start playing.
Yeah.
We need a part. I came up with the part and they're like, Tommy's like, "Dude, you gotta play on the whole record." Now, if I would have walked in and didn't deliver, oh, that was okay. Let's call him Dave Navarro.
Yeah.
You know, or somebody else that's in my phone book that can be here in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If I didn't produce, if I didn't extract all the music that I've cultivated into my heart and my hands over, 30 years,
Yeah.
into that moment, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because if I didn't do it
definitely.
then, I wouldn't have done it then, and I wouldn't have done it when I walked on the Bon Jovi stage the
Right,
first time.
yeah.
I just delivered.
Yeah.
They would have said, "Well, this guy did okay, but maybe we're all just going home."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So just be ready.
That's
At any time.
and own it. The confidence thing that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Is fuck everybody in this room. I can do this.
Yeah.
You know?
That's great. That's great advice, I think.
Yeah. Thanks.
Not only in music, but anywhere.
I think in life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except
think so.
I forget to do it sometimes.
Yeah,
in
we all
life.
do. We all do.
Right.
Well, last question. Do you have any projects you're excited about that you can tell us
I'm
about?
really excited about the new Joe's project because it's almost done.
Yeah, well, that's good.
I started in 2014, and I wanted to get all my favorite drummers that I've played with on it. So there was 12. Now there's 15 drummers on it.
Oh, wow.
But there was 12 guys that, and everybody tours. It was, Tommy Lee, and he was coming back from Motley Crue or something at the time. I forget when that was. Matt Chamberlain was just getting off the road with Soundgarden when I used him. Kenny Aronoff is always somewhere, so getting him in the studio was hard.
Yeah.
And then Abe Laborde Jr., who
Yeah.
plays with Paul McCartney. And when he's not playing with Paul McCartney, it's like, "Oh, sorry, I was supposed to come home, but then Eric Clapton asked me to do some gigs."
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, "You fucking,"
Yeah.
but he's so good. And such a great dude. I love him. So, and there were some new relationships too. There was 9 guys that actually worked with on other people's records, other artists. And then there was Taylor Hawkins, who I had a source to get to him, and then he heard about it and said that's really cool. Let's do something. And then there was Ray Luzier from Korn, he came in between Korn runs.
Yeah.
And then also I met Liberty DeVito shooting the Hired Gun documentary. So I just recorded him on a drill song in May.
Okay.
Between 2 sold-out Madison Square Garden nights.
Wow.
And then I also got Tico on the record.
Nice.
When we had a day off in Vegas, where I live now, and it was a Sunday, which is pushing it.
Yeah.
I know you like days off because there is really no days off
Yeah.
on the road. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
days with shows, days with no shows, but there's no days off. You always got something to prep for, right?
For sure.
So I'm like, hey man, will you come in on Sunday and record a song for me?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'd do anything for you. Let's do it.
Nice.
And I'm like, I just feel so blessed that all these people just jumped on board.
Yeah.
You know? So it's an amazing, that's what I'm excited about. That people are going to get to finally hear the efforts of my labor the last 4 years.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. We work so hard on stuff, and then finally it's out.
Totally.
It's a good feeling. When do you think this will be out? Is there an official date? Or
Because they're 16 and I really, as a fan of music, I hate long records. So it's going to be 2 volumes of 8.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully February, we're hoping we can sneak one out in February, volume 1. And then when you put volume 1, people instantly get excited about volume 2. So that'll probably come out. It would have come out earlier, but I have Bon Jovi touring going down between in June and July.
Yeah.
So hopefully February release, some touring, Bon Jovi, a break. September volume 2.
Okay.
More touring.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And then GuitCon number 3.
Holy shit.
Maybe. Phil, thanks so much. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. From the plane to this hot room.
That is right. Yeah, we're gonna get out. It is hot. Real quick. So I got a guy who edits my videos. His name is Devin.
Okay.
He loves you.
Oh, okay.
Tell him not to mess up this video edit.
Devin, Devin, don't mess up this video. I don't know what camera to look at. There. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
This one. Aw, you're so sweet.
All right.
Devin, no messing up on the editing, okay? Because I'll come looking for you.
That's right.
Maybe he wants me to look for him. Shake his hand.
Yeah, he would.
Okay, I won't come looking for you.
Thanks, guys. See you soon. Thanks, man. That was fun.
That was fun, man.